Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our first episode of We Are Fatherhood podcast. It's been a long time in the making. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. We hope you enjoy. Let's get it. All right, guys. So every first episode, first and foremost, introduce yourselves, man. Like, my name is Gilbert. I'm a father of two, one stepdaughter, and then my son, George.
My name is George. All right, so basically I have two daughters. One of them is 4 years old, about to be 5, and my youngest one is 2, going to be 3 in January. My oldest is starting school, so that's pretty exciting for me, especially for her, I would assume. My youngest, well, she still has a long way to go, but it's great to see her grow right now.
What's going on? I'm Toby. I'm a father of 3. My oldest is 6, will be 7. My middle one is 5. Well, 4 gonna be 5, and then my son is 1 gonna be 2, and all their birthdays are a month apart.
Damn,
Bro.
yeah. Back to back.
Damn, bro.
Back to back on all of them. But yeah, I mean, it's different. It's crazy.
That's good, brother. All right, guys. So first episode, us as men, we don't really ask each other like, "Hey, bro," like how you doing. So first episode, just want to know you guys are okay. So we do check-ins. 2 questions. How are you personally? Scale of 1 to 10. Obviously 10 being the greatest. And 2, how are you personally?
Mentally.
I'm sorry. How are you as a family? I'm sorry. So personally and then family wise. So I'm just let y'all go first, bro, because I do a lot of talking.
You good.
I'm just trying to keep it simple, but whoever wants to start off.
I'm gonna go.
You good?
Yeah, I got you. So personally, I would say I'm a 9. Only reason why I'm not a 10 is because typically I'm always good with myself. I take care of myself. I like to work out a lot. That's at a personal level. So I feel like I'm good. I'm very energetic, very positive. So I say I'm at a 9 only, not a 10. Reason being because I still always give myself reason to improve. I think if I'm a 10 it's because I don't feel like I gotta improve for myself at a personal level. But like I said, I always try to seek to be better. So I'm always gonna give myself a 9 to give myself that understanding that, hey, I always gotta improve and get better at something. But personally, I'm at a 9. Family wise, I guess I would say I'm at an 8. The reason being is because currently right now I'm actually undergoing a legal matter that actually affects my own family. So yeah, I'm going through some things, but it doesn't necessarily affect me at a personal level to the extent where it goes down to an 8 because I'm still a 9. But as a family though, it does affect me because it prohibits me from doing certain things the way I would like them to be done. But I'm still undergoing that legal matter, so I'm hoping for the best out of it. I can't control what is the outcome, but what I can control is what I do in the midst of that process. So like I said, right now I'm still undergoing that legal matter, so I'm leaving it in God's hands and doing my part and what I can do to better my chances in that.
Hey,
Nice, man.
and we hope everything goes well, bro.
Thanks, man.
Anything blessings your way, brother. But Toby, how about you, bro? How you doing, man?
Personally, I like what you had said, man. I would say the same personally, about an 8. There's always room to improve. Always room to improve. Every day you wake up and not everything goes your way. Sometimes you wake up in a shitty mood, and
Amen.
sometimes you wake up in a great mood. It's just a matter of what are you gonna do with that day, and every day is a reset. So right now, I would say on a daily basis, I'd probably like an 8 on a personal level. Again, like you said, like there's always room to improve. Always room to improve. So, I like that. There is always room to improve, and it's true. Family wise, also about an 8. Sometimes my kids can be, little assholes.
Yeah.
I can say that confidently. They can be little assholes, dude. Anybody out there who's fathers, I mean, you guys know it. You guys know this. That's probably just facts, man. Some days they're fucking awesome. Some days they're little shitters.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Literally.
you're proud of them, and I'm glad that my kids actually have a personality.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They have a personality. They're not just.
And that's a challenge too.
Yeah,
like,
they have like their own little personalities, dude. So it's like
Exactly, bro.
to try to deal with not only 3 personalities but also my wife's.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's 4 different people that you're kind of arguing with.
You got 4 kids, bro.
It's a lot, dude. So yeah, I mean, about a 7 or 8 family wise, about a 7 or 8. personally wise. Always striving for more. You know, there's always room. Always room in everything. You know, whether it be, you know, family, personal, business, work, whatever the case may be. There's always more room to improve.
100%.
But yeah, about an 8 overall.
That's good, bro. That's good. Hey, keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Y'all, both of y'all, keep it up. Me personally, man, I feel amazing right now, man. Honestly, with everything, all this going on at first, I was a little stressed out, you know, getting all this together, you know what I mean? But bro, like, thank y'all for, you know, rocking with me, man. Like, I know I've been telling y'all, like, hey, let's do it, and y'all just tell me, like, let's just do it.
It's been a year and a half, by the way, probably more than
that. Yeah, man, it's been a minute, but hey, this is the process, guys. You know, like,
what's crazy is that you've been talking about it for about a year. But
quick insider, this guy legit came with the idea to me, like, when we got hired at Spectrum together. So we got in the same training class, and he actually sat next to me because he thought I was cool. And basically, we just kicked it off from the start, man. And he just started talking to me about like these ideas that he had about making a podcast, and I was like, man, that's a great idea. And I mean, he hadn't included me at that point in time, but as he got to know me, we got to like converse and talk about, I guess, situations, circumstances that we were dealing with. He got to understand, I guess, my mentality, my mindset, and I got to understand his. And I was like, man, like, I have friends that I talk to, right? And I mean, I love my friends and all that, and they're there for me and they support me and all that, and I love all that about them. But to actually have in-depth convos like the way we had, I was like, dude, like that's dope, because it's different. Like, it's a bit different because it's kind of like I'm talking to myself, but it's not myself. You get me? And it's like
that's okay too, though.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself.
No, I talk to myself for sure, no doubt. But what I'm saying is, like, when I was like, dude, like, you're kind of like me, like that's cool. Like, I met another person that's like meant
similarities, characters.
Yeah, and I was like, that's dope. So when he decided to actually make the podcast and all that, and he started to include me, I was like, I'm all for it, man. And sure enough, as time was passing, we would talk about it every now and then at work, and we never really did anything about it, just talk about it, like, you know, hover over it. And I guess this year came by, we were talking about it even more, like, dude, we gotta do it. And I know he kept saying, like, I just gotta get the stuff, and I keep pushing it back. I'm like, hey, man, whenever you're ready, like, we'll be ready, like, just let us know. And sure enough, here we are, finally a year and a half later.
And just like everything in life, bro, it's just timing. You know, timing's everything, bro. Like, that's what it is. But me personally, man, right now, I just feel so amazing, bro. Like, I just feel so blessed, man, with all the people around me, dude. And during this pandemic, bro, if you haven't realized it, man, like, you know, every day is a blessing. You know, like,
mental health was a big deal during
bro,
the
like,
pandemic,
right now, bro, like, if you don't get it, bro, it doesn't click in your head that, bro, like, you know, tomorrow's not, like, you know, promised.
Okay.
Bro, something's wrong with you. But me personally, man, right now, bro, I'll strongly say I'm a 10, bro. Like, overall? I just feel amazing, bro. Like personally, I'm a 10. Even family wise, man, right now everything's been clicking, man. You know, like me and my girl, me and my kids have had our ups and downs, man. But right now, like, we're just clicking in all levels, man. Like, all levels, bro. So like, I will probably put that at a 9, you know, because, you know, obviously, like, you know, Toby said, bro, like, sometimes, bro, our kids are little assholes, bro.
Like, little shitters, like, dude.
They are, bro. Like, you know, especially like right now with our newborns, bro. Like, hey, bro, I wake up, bro. Like, I don't even wake up till like good morning. I get waked up with like
a foot
in my face, smacking me, bro. You know what I mean? But I just feel amazing.
How old are your kids again?
Emma will be 7, Stella will be 5, and Ezra will be 2.
Oh, okay. So the 7-year-old, I mean, I don't have a 7-year-old.
She's really involved, man.
Yeah,
she's really involved. Like, she's like the ideal, like, big sister, without us even like expecting that out of her. Like, I don't. To be clear with you, I don't expect much out of my kids. Like, I'm not like my parents always expected like the most out of me.
Yeah.
You know. As a child, I played multi-sports. I was a multi-sport like child athlete. In high school, multi-sports. So they kind of always expected that out of me. With my kids, I don't expect a lot out of them because I don't want them to feel that pressure, especially at a young age.
Yeah. You want them to be themselves.
I want them to be themselves, bro. Like, whatever they find interest in, like, I'll find interest in it. You know what I mean? Even if it's something that I'm not knowledgeable in.
How's that 2-year-old though?
He's funny, dude. He's probably the most chillest one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the twos. He's the terrible twos, bro.
He's the chillest one.
Like, my daughter, my youngest one, she's 2 years old, man, and Bro, she's dope, but man, there's times, bro, where she'll give me attitude. She'll like, and she can't fully talk.
Yeah.
But she's giving me attitude like
Already?
gibberish, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just
like-
like, bro, if you don't like,
and
what
they'll
do you
get like
what
the
do you-
hand on your ass, bro.
Bro, she does the faces too.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I think like, I'm right now I'm just being all jokey about it, right? Joking about it, but like. When she's actually doing it and I'm in that, bro, like, I guess my chance
You
for
better fucking
me,
stop.
yeah, my chance for me is learning how to respond in those situations.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, like, I guess,
Come off too aggressive.
yeah, I don't want to come too aggressive or not too kind either.
Yeah.
Because then she won't take
You
it.
want like stern, like you have to find like the happy medium of being stern.
Exactly.
But also
so,
letting them know that like, hey, dude, like when my kids act up, or my wife would be like, hey, like check them. I'm like, you do it, bro. Like I don't want.
Yeah, I don't be the bad
Yeah.
guy, man.
I mean, because I grew up like that. You know, it
Yes,
was always,
exactly.
my
Yeah.
dad was the enforcer. My mom was like the nice one, and my dad was a fucking asshole. Like, you know, and he was like, I remember, dude, Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings, he'd be like, wake your ass up, clean the room,
Yeah.
clean your room. If your room's not clean, you don't even want to know, bro. Like, yeah, this dude, I remember one time, bro. This dude literally was like, hey, you got 15 minutes to clean your room. And I was like, oh, this guy, like, I just woke up. I just
it's
woke
a
up.
mess, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
I'm like
nah, I'm not
6 years
gonna
old,
finish
7
that.
years old, but like I'm a little ass kid. Like, you know, mind you, my room was kind of fucked, bro. Like, I kind of trashed my room. But 15 minutes passed, bro. This dude came inside with the trash can, the rolling trash cans, bro.
Damn.
Grabbed all of my shit up off the floor and threw it away. Like, that's the type of guy my dad
Damn,
was. Like,
man,
you know what I mean?
that's hard,
Like, if
bro.
you didn't pick your shit up, like, he would just
That's
throw it
hard.
away. He can go fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So, the other day I actually caught myself, like, I almost kind of did some shit like that. Like, my kids didn't want to clean the house. I mean, I work from home, so it's like my house has to be kind of up to standards. And you know, and you guys know how hard it is to, like, you clean the house, bro, and like 20 minutes later, it's fucking
We were
trash.
just talking about that.
We were
yeah.
just talking about, like,
Yeah.
bro. I actually had a client was like, bro, like, how the fuck do you keep your, like, he has a kid, he has a son, and his wife's pregnant right now. There's a 2-year-old son and his wife's pregnant. He's like, bro, how the fuck do you keep your house like looking like you know what I mean? Like, my house is not like
hard, bro.
sparkling.
Yeah,
don't
it's
get me wrong, you know that. I mean, you
Yeah.
come to my house, bro. Like, my house isn't sparkling, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I try to keep it pretty solid. You know what I mean? Like, I'll stay up, bro. There's nights where I stay up. Like, I'm usually up to about like 3-4 in the morning. So I'll clean like 2-3 in the morning, bro. I'm cleaning the house. And so I was telling him, I was like, bro, it's a lot of fucking work to keep
Yeah,
it clean.
man.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
But there was a day, bro, where I was just like mentally, I wasn't 100%. And I wouldn't even say I'm 100% every day. You know, everybody has like their own battles every day. So it's
Right.
like, you know, I wouldn't even say I'm 100% every day. But that day it was just like, it was one of those like real low days of mine, man, where I was just like, man, this fucking house is.
And then that's the thing. That's
Piss me
that's,
off,
that's
you know what I
another
mean?
challenge, bro. Like, you know, like the stresses you have on your daily life.
Yeah.
Whether it be
Exactly.
work, whether it be human interaction,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you kind of have with a client, whatever it may be, bro. Like sometimes that carries over.
It carries over, and like you use
And-
you accidentally use that frustration or let that frustration
Yeah.
out.
And
on,
then
like,
that's
your
happened to
kids.
me before, bro. And like I hate it, bro, because when I catch myself and I'm doing, I'm just like, dude, like
Damn, I just
chill.
like
leave
it was
that-
one of those days where it was messy, and it was actually my day off. So my chick was like, hey dude, like you're not even working tomorrow, like dude, like chill, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I was like, nah, fuck this, and I picked up the couch and I started sweeping everything in and out. I was like, get down and start cleaning. Like, I was like, there's no reason this house looks like this. Like, there's really like Ezra, my youngest one, he'll make a mess, right? This guy's 2, like,
Yeah,
he's 1, bro.
it's-
Like,
it's-
he's 1, he'll be 2 in September, like. So I give him a little slack because it's like, all right, this dude's not like 100% there
He's
yet.
low.
Like,
Yeah,
he's not
he's
100% there yet. So like, but Emma and Stella, them being a little bit older, again, I don't have a lot of expectations out of them, but I do expect them. Like, dude, like, where do you even get this trash from? Like, where does this?
Exactly,
where
bro.
are all these bags come from? Bro, we use, like I showed you the other day. I think we use nothing but reusable bags. We're reusable bag home. We try to, as much as we can, reusable bags. Try to cut out the single-use plastic bags, unless you can throw them in the trash can in the restroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Reusable bags, guys. But
I need to get on that.
they'll like randomly pull out a random like HB bag and like Walmart bag. I'm like, dude, where the fuck did you guys get these bags from? Like, dude, like Emma yesterday, I got a package from Amazon. Bro, I was in my room for like 15 minutes and I came out and this chick's cutting the cardboard with scissors. Sitting on the couch, just cutting the cardboard. And I was like, dude, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah, I was like, what are you,
That's
like, what are you? And she was cutting them to like little pieces, bro, like little pieces. And I was like, bro, what, like, what are you doing? And she was like, well, now I'm cutting it. I was like, what, like,
Before-
stop. like, why? You know, I was like, why, man? And she was like, well, I don't know. And I was just like, why the fuck do you have scissors?
Yeah.
Why are you sitting on the couch so like, you know, like casually cutting cardboard?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Bro, but that cardboard, bro. Cardboard is
Cardboard
literally
styrofoam.
a kid's best friend,
yeah,
bro.
cardboard and
Yeah.
styrofoam.
I swear, bro.
Dude.
This
The
last
poppers
year.
What you
inside
should
the
do next time?
packages?
Put the cupboard on the floor and get some paint, bro, and just have them paint right there, bro.
Hey,
And
honestly,
just
yeah.
start
That's it, bro.
We-
Instead of
tried to
cleaning
do
it,
that.
because the scissors pretty dangerous, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Might cut
And
somebody
especially
else.
Facts,
like
bro.
on her being the age that she's at, like she's safe with scissors.
Yeah.
It's not her that I'm worried about.
It's
It's
the
the
young.
baby.
It's the youngest one.
Bro,
and
but-
also Stella too. Like Stella's a trip, bro. Like Stella's my middle child, and I guess they call it that middle child syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys probably won't experience it yet until maybe if you decide to have a third. But the middle child syndrome's real, bro. Like I feel like they feel they don't get enough attention.
That's my brother right there.
That's yeah.
Tom.
You know what I mean? Like
Tom.
that's Tom, probably Tom.
That's
you know what I
Tom,
mean?
bro.
He doesn't. They don't feel like they get enough attention,
That's Tom.
so they act out. You know, they act out like it's like, dude, like why?
Why, bro?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so aggressive? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, like I said the other day, they just made a mess, and I was like at my peak, bro. I was just like,
Yeah.
you know, I had a long ass work week. I was cutting to 12 people a day. You know, 9 hours a day. You know, and I felt bad because I kind of flipped. I was like, hey, bro, like, yeah, I'll pick this shit the fuck up. And I was cussing at them. And my wife was like, hey, like chill, dude. And I was like, fuck that. That really reminded me of my dad right there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Like, that's not
And
that's
you
not
gotta
what I'm
pause.
at. I was like, I paused myself. I was like,
Don't be that guy, bro.
I stepped outside. I came back in. I was like, my bad. Like, I apologize. I tried my best. My wife always checks my ass, and that's what I do love about her, bro. Like, she'll
Yeah.
check my ass. Like, if I'm too aggressive on the kids or I'm
Yeah.
too like stern on the kids, like she'll say, I fucking apologize. And I'm like, I'm not gonna apologize to a 5-year-old. She's like, fucking apologize.
Yeah.
Like, say you're sorry.
Yeah.
And I think that's great, bro. I think the fact that like she kind of like, eventually I want to get to the point where like I actually apologize on my own.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she's showing the kids at such a young age that like, adult or not, bro, like if you're in the wrong, like you're in the wrong.
Yeah, you gotta
dude,
apologize.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Exactly.
And I was wrong, you know, I was wrong. I stepped outside, came back in, I was like, guys, I'm sorry.
My bad, bro.
My bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That trip, my bad. You know, and that's one thing I'm trying to work on right now. That's why. That's
awesome,
we're
bro.
back to like to the
That's
to the 1 to 10. Like that's why I feel like I am at 8 because again, there's always more to do. You know, there's more to do as parents. There's so much more to do, and every day is a different day. So
Exactly.
you can kind of reset. And I'm also not a person that like holds on to things. I literally like if I my wife tells me something, like I'll fucking forget about it. You know, she'll get mad at me. I'm like,
Same, bro. And then you get in trouble, bro.
you know, I'm not gonna let it like get into my head. You know what I mean? I'll try my best not to let it get in my head. But yeah, man.
And I always tell people,
Trying
bro,
not to be like your parents is tough.
Exactly, bro. Because you see yourself, dude, and that's a great thing you brought up, bro, is that you catch yourself like, bro, like, you know what?
Like
I'm
chill.
sorry.
Like,
You know, like, hey, bro, that was my dad, bro, and I know
Yeah.
how that felt. You know what I mean? So you like just take a deep breath, bro, and like
especially
because
like when I yell, I get like my voice gets really raspy, and that's literally what my father sounds like. She's like, "You sound like a fucking dad. Like, shut up." I'm like, "Fuck, my bad." Like that's one thing I don't want to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want to be like my father. You know?
But it's cool that, bro, like you learn from your parents' mistakes, bro, and as parents, bro, like that's the thing, bro. Like you want our kids to learn from us, like,
Yeah.
bro, like you know, I'm
Give
not
them
saying don't be
experience,
like
yeah.
me, but be better. You know what I mean?
My dad used to always say, "Don't do as I do as I say," but like I also don't want my kids to do either. Like don't do what I do, and you know listen to me when I tell you to do something. But like also like if you feel like what I'm saying is wrong, like
don't do it.
You know, as they get older, like I want them to also be able to check me, and like we have like that relationship where like they can check me if they feel like I'm in the wrong. But I also want to be able to check them, especially like once they get into their teenage years, bro.
That's cool, man. That's
You
for
know
your
what I'm
older ones too, though,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Especially with my girls, bro. I want them to have a voice, bro. Like I want to make sure that they grow up knowing that they have a voice.
Exactly.
They can speak
You know,
for themselves
speak
and
for
stuff.
themselves, and like
I'm just happy y'all good.
quote unquote,
man.
like this is a man's world, but
Sure.
hey, women run this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
we
how
wouldn't be
many-
here without women.
How many
Yeah.
times out of your day do like you're like, oh yeah, I make the fucking rules, but like really, dude, you don't do shit.
You don't
like,
do shit.
You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you don't make the rules, man. Like you know, and that's what I want them to understand. Like dude, like they have the power. Like
Yes, sir.
women have the power, and
You really do.
I want them to understand. I'm glad that like again, like I was saying, like my wife checks me. Like
Exactly.
she's quick to check me too. So it's like even my wife to me, like I'm glad that like you know her like she grew up with not the best father figure, and even at that like she's a strong fucking woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
So I'm proud of that too of her.
Hey,
But yeah, man.
I'm just happy y'all good, man. But we're gonna go to the next topic.
Move forward.
So the next segment, we're gonna talk about what is We Are Fatherhood. Who are we as a channel? What are we trying to bring to the table? What are you gonna get from us day in, day out, every episode? Basically, We Are Fatherhood is just, you know, fathers coming together, showing love, showing what men don't do. You know, talk about our day, talk about our life, talk about our children, our women,
Emotions.
things like that, man. So basically, you know, what do you feel like We Are Fatherhood is gonna be, or
Basically, we have actually 2 social media outlets created already. It's on Twitter and Instagram. For Instagram is We Are Fatherhood at We Are Fatherhood. WA Fatherhood for Twitter. You can follow us there as well. But basically, on there, I believe you can find it on the bio section. It says we're trying to inspire, impact, and imbibe knowledge, and basically gain a community of fathers or future fathers that are coming together for collective growth. So I would say, as a channel, what our goal is basically trying to not be a manual or the know-it-all or the answers of how to be a father or a person. Essentially, it's more about like us sharing our experiences as fathers, whatever it may be that we have done that can maybe influence you, inspire you, impact you, and vice versa. You know, we would like I said, create a community of fathers or future fathers that can actually give their input and maybe help us as well. Because, like I mentioned earlier on the check-ins, you know, there's always room for growth. So
For sure.
we're not only growing with each other here, but people
Over
that
there,
y'all that are
whoever's
tuning
watching.
in, yeah, you're helping us
You
grow
guys.
as well. Because
Maybe eventually we'll do a Q&A on Instagram.
Hey,
once,
exactly,
you know,
things
For
like
sure,
things
one
like
point.
that. I think that's essentially the goal of the channel.
take
Like,
some questions. And
create that community that just, you know, you can actually. It says there, we are one. We essentially, we are fathers. We are one.
We are
We can
one.
help each other out, man. We can help each other grow. Like, there's controversies, conflicts that we deal with that we gotta understand that we are not alone. I think as men, we take on things alone. That's what
Ooh.
society has conditioned us to do.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't want to talk about the situations. You don't want to talk about feelings or emotions because you're looked down upon, or you're looked frowned upon, or you're looked as unmanly.
you're weak.
And that's not exactly that's not the
Exactly.
case. It's just a matter of
You be.
you embracing those challenges, and if you have somebody that can actually help you or influence you, or basically just be somebody you can vent to and talk to about, that's going to help you in the long run because it helps you reflect on that situation a lot better as opposed to just you talking to yourself. Because sometimes talking to yourself, although yes, it's good, sometimes you get
you
stuck.
just need that person to talk to.
Yeah,
Like,
you get stuck.
It feels good.
Because like, think of it like this: you're in the storm, you can't really see in the storm, but if somebody outside of that storm can see your storm and kind of help
Maybe
you
shed
out.
some light.
Yeah,
you know,
shed
and
some
they
light,
throw
give you
the
more-
flashlight at you. bro.
Exactly, but
Like,
again,
you have-
it's not for the answers or a manual of like, yo, this is how you're a dad. It's more about like, this is how I'm being a dad. These are my challenges as a dad.
Mhm.
This is how I'm going about it as a dad. This is what has happened to me as a dad, and this is what I want like to do as a dad.
The fatherhood experience.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
sir.
fatherhood experience.
just a
basically.
full fatherhood experience.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Toby. So I mean, what do you feel like that our We Are Fatherhood's gonna be, or
I was talking about this yesterday with a client. I'm a barber, by the way. You know, so
get at him,
I
bro.
was talking to a client about it, and we were talking about how like women on Facebook. There's so many groups for women on Facebook for like
Sure.
for like parenting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My wife's in like 2 or 3 of them. You know, like Queen. I think it's like Queens and Princess group or something like that. It's like basically like moms and talking about their experiences as mothers. And I looked up like fatherhood, father something, like some kind of group on Facebook, and I was like, bro, there's nothing.
There's nothing,
like,
bro. We don't
there's
do
nothing.
this. We don't do this.
I think there might have been one, at least in our area. Like, you know what I mean? There was like one, but there really wasn't anything catered for men. You know,
Exactly.
emotions are a very touchy topic for some reason for men, and I'm glad that like me being a barber, I'm able to bring those emotions out of people sometimes.
Yes.
You know, it's easy to sit in the chair and be like, hey bro, how's your day going? And they're like, oh dude, I'm good. I'm like, nah bro, like how's your day going? Like,
Yeah.
you know, actually genuinely caring
Check-ins, yes,
about somebody's actual health. You
It's
know,
always
like
the
mental
barbers,
health.
bro. It's always the
Yeah,
barbers.
it's easy, and it's easy to talk to somebody that like is fucking 3 feet from your mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like I'm
They're
right
there
here.
cutting
You
your
know
hair.
what I mean?
And
It's
the
and
beautiful thing,
again,
though,
like
yeah.
I work from home, so it's very private.
Yeah.
So it's even easier. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
what I'm
me and
saying.
you.
That's the beautiful thing.
Ain't nobody gonna hear you, bro. Like, you know, I have a lot of clients who have like issues with their girlfriends or issues with their baby mamas. You know, they're divorced or they broke up with their baby mama. They're co-parenting right now.
And that gets tough too.
And I'm sure that is
Yeah.
fucking tough. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no
Trying to be a
doubt.
parent when you're not a parent full time because
Yeah.
you don't have your kids full time.
Yeah.
You know, but as a channel, I kind of expect us to again like share knowledge, spread knowledge, and receive knowledge. I always say it, man, that I'm a student of life, and I feel like
Yeah,
once the
100%.
day that you decide that you don't want to learn more, you kind of like fuck yourself in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to always want to be able to learn, but you also want to be able to teach. You know, there's experiences that some people just don't deal with that you might have, and you can shed some light on it. So that's, in my opinion, what this channel could be potentially in the future is just a place to share knowledge, like George was saying. You know, share some knowledge, receive some knowledge, but we're not the answer. Like we don't have the answers.
There's
Shit,
no
man, I
right
wake
way,
up.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You ever, like, I wake up and be like, I don't even know
What the fuck am I
like
getting to?
what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
bro.
Like my wife too. She'd be like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna cook for breakfast. I'm like, "Okay, just wing it, dog.
Yeah.
Swinging it.
You know, as parents, like we tend to wing it a lot because
A lot.
again, there's no fucking manual, man. There's no
Nope.
manual, and the information that we do have passed down from our parents also probably wasn't the greatest. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have a manual.
Nobody.
You
has a
know,
manual.
nobody has a manual, bro. Like we don't have the answers. Nobody has the answers. That's also the beautiful thing about it. Like, is that this right here? Like, we get to experience how other people handle situations in their own. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even,
that's-
even, like, even like they even know us because like for example, we all have different kind of backgrounds. Like
Exactly.
all your three children, they're all from you, same mom,
same
right?
mom. Yeah, I've actually been with my wife. I met my wife when I was 11.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah. I met her. We met
that's
each other in
nice,
6th grade.
bro.
We dated in 6th grade, 6th and 7th grade, and then I went to a different school. And we came back to each other. Then like about 16 to about now, I'm 25. I'll be 26 this year. So from 16 to now, we've been together. And we have 3 kids together, and I'm very blessed on
Fortunate,
that,
yeah,
bro.
for
It's
sure,
a
man.
big deal.
Yeah. That's beautiful, bro. And we're gonna top it off of that.
What is our personal goal for the channel? I'll go ahead and start with that. So basically, my personal goal is I like to inspire people. I think that is what drives me. Not because I know it all or because I want to be center of attention. It's not for that matter. Me is just a matter of if I can leave an imprint in somebody's life, that's a very, very valuable thing to me because it could potentially help that person out and maybe they can help somebody else out through that in their own way. My personal goal is I would like to impact people kind of like the way the goal of the channel is basically. I want to impact people and inspire them, but at the same time learn from my peers and whoever's tuning in to watch the channel, to basically grow through this channel together, understanding how to be a father better. Again, there's no manual for it, but if I can help somebody out with my own experience, what I deal with. Again, I have 2 daughters. My oldest one is she lives with her mom. That's actually where I'm undergoing the legal matter with right now. So it's I'm going through controversy through that. But my youngest one, I'm with her mom. We're together. Been together for about 4 years, going on 5. She's 2 years old, and that's a whole different kind of experience that maybe somebody out there can relate to that. You know, you have 2 daughters. One doesn't live with you. You live with one. There's conflict between the mothers because whatever the case may be, you know, things of that nature. I don't want to get into depth with that, but basically what I'm saying is, if you deal with that, you understand that there's conflict there. You understand there's tension, there's controversy you got to deal with, and you got to figure out how to navigate through all that while at the same time being there for your children and not let those stressors basically affect your relationship with your children.
Yeah.
You still want to be there for your kids. Like, that's what I always tell my daughters. I know my youngest one does not understand much yet. My older one, she does, and I always tell her, hey, no matter what, as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna be there for you. Like, I don't care what it is, like, I'm gonna be there. And I tell my youngest one the same thing. Again, she don't understand it right now, but I know at one point she will, and I want them to know that I love them, and I'm gonna be there no matter what. My goal also is basically, I know I got asked, I had shared this information about doing this show with a couple of people. One of them was a stranger as well, and my parents as well. And one of the questions that was brought up was if we're trying to become famous or stuff like that. And I guess that's a question that maybe you might be asking yourself about us, and it's not essentially the case. Sure, you want to get the viewers. Sure, you want to get subscribers, because that means you're going to bear fruit. You know, you're giving out substance that is helping somebody out, and in turn, they're going to help us out. But that's not the center of this channel. For me specifically, me, it's like I said, it's more about inspiring and impacting people. Everything else will take care of itself and will come along the way, you know, God willing. At the end of the day, we're here to help each other out. We're here to help each other grow, bridge that gap between not talking about emotions and talking about emotions, to actually be able to get people to get tuned in to actually tell us about their emotions or their problem situations. And let's take it from there, man. Let's figure it out. Let's come together as a group, and you know, how can we be better fathers? You know, let's break that stigma, that narrative that guys don't talk about their emotions, guys don't talk about their feelings. Fathers,
men have to be tough.
Yeah, like let's break those boundaries, because again, society has conditioned us to be that kind of way. And me personally, like, I know I used to be like that growing up. I think I had my own challenges growing up with that. But what helped me out at a personal level was I went to college and I studied sociology and criminal justice. I graduated in 2019. And I think sociology specifically,
a man with a degree.
Thank you. So sociology specifically basically broke down a lot of what society is, and it's a lot of social constructs. And one of the constructs that basically it shed light into my own life was like, man, like, I'm like this because of certain reasons, and it's not excusing the way I am, not justifying the way I am. It's just trying to piece together, you know, what influences I had that helped shape my character, my personality. And when I found out, you know, the way I was and how I was, or why the way I was, I wanted to, you know, strive to be better, strive to be different. How can I improve? Like I said, you can improve in every aspect of life, and that was one of the aspects in my life that I had to improve in. And basically, I was able to understand how I was basically not, I guess, showing emotions, and I wanted to be more talking about my feelings, you know, not on a weakness aspect or view in it, but it was more of a, yo, like, if I can do that, maybe it'll help somebody else be open about that. And it's crazy because as I started being like that, like, more of my friends like to talk to me because of those things, you know, like, if they talk to me, they know, like, hey, you know, you talk to this guy, like, he's not gonna like sugarcoat it, he's not gonna not talk about it, or just like, you'll be good, man, you're gonna be fine. Like, we're gonna get into, like, you know, depth, like, okay, why are you going through the situations, you know, what did you do, or what can you do, or what are you thinking about doing? That way you don't feel stuck, you're finding out outlets and solutions, stuff like that. Same way we want to do here, you know, like, again, it's not the answers, but we want to help you out, and in turn we want you to help us out. So that's what I guess I want to do. The goal of the channel to be, man.
100% right with you, bro. I'm a little the opposite though. I am trying to be the center of attention. You know what I mean? I try and get the views. You know, I try and get that YouTube money. Nah, just kidding. Nah, but honestly, man, I want to do what this channel right here, right above us, did for me and George. You know, and you know, Toby. You know, kind of like inspire us, man. Like, you know, like, we want to be an inspiration to others. We want everyone to know, like, bro, you can do it, man. Like, we're here. Like, it took us a while, but bro, it's possible. Like, if you have a vision, a dream, bro, like, hey, make it reality, man. Like, you know, like, we just want to be that inspiration for y'all. But as a, you know, obviously providing you experience of being a father and our stories.
Actual answers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not answers, but
sometimes answers, bro. Obviously, because I mean, sometimes, like George said, like, you may be going through his situation, and hey, bro, you probably need guidance. You know, you need, hey, bro, like, we don't have no one to talk to. Bro,
And-
he can give you some answers, give you experience.
And
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
about that too is like I was actually thinking about it the other day because like I actually like for example I'm going through legal matter, right? I had to hire counsel obviously because I'm going through legal matter, right? And I was like I didn't have that money at the time. Like I had the money to pay it, but it was basically my bills, what I had to take care of throughout the
Yeah.
week, right? I'm like dang, and my lawyer was like I need the money by this time. And obviously, like I have the money, but that means I can't pay my bills.
Yeah.
So I had to look into my retirement fund and pull that money out and take the hit from the IRS, whatever, right? But I had to do that, and I was like, man, that's my situation. You know, there's people out there that maybe don't have a 401k
Yeah.
and can't pull that money out. Maybe they can't get a loan, and then they're stuck not getting a lawyer, and then they're stuck having to face the court with themselves, and then they lose the case, and it's easy to not care. It's easy to just be like, you know what, forget it. I'm not gonna see my daughter. I'm not gonna deal with this. It's just whatever. It's easy to do that because you don't gotta pay the money. You don't gotta go through the whole situation because it's obviously stressful. But like I said, like I don't want to take the easy route out. And like I told my daughter, I'm always gonna be there for you no matter what. So I'm gonna do what I can to put myself in that position to have her and things of that nature. So basically, like, you may be going through that, and if you're choosing the easy way out, man, like I'm just gonna say, like, your child needs you, man. That's your blood. Like me
100%.
personally, I could never leave my blood. I can never live my life knowing my blood's not seeing me, or I'm not seeing my blood. Like I can't live comfortable. I could probably act like I am, but and deeply internally, I would not be good. I would not be cool with myself. That's what I was gonna say.
100%, bro. No, and I'm right with you, bro. But me, man, my personal reason for this channel, it's a little more selfish than what y'all are what y'all are saying. But for me, man, it's a gift to my children. And I told other people around me, is that, bro, like we all have an expiration date. You know, you're not gonna be here one day. I'm not gonna be here one day. And if you haven't noticed, like, bro, this pandemic has opened the eyes on you, not just to me, but many people around me. You know. And all you guys out there, but I want to leave like not just photos, memories, but just like a blueprint. You know what I mean? Like in the future when I'm not here, whatever the case may be, my son, my daughter can be like, bro, what would dad say? And they could just search up a video, search up the channel, and here we are, bro. Explain the situation, and I hope you guys can get that as well for your children, man. I'm just trying to say this, not crying, right? But, like, I just want to leave something to them. Like, my father hasn't left me anything, but, like, I just want to be, like, that person, And, like, how you guys were saying, like, sometimes you guys are still trying to be like them, or, like, me personally, I didn't have no one like that, but I'm just trying to be, like, I'm trying to be the best I can be, And I love you guys here, man, because I always ask Toby, like, bro, like, how you doing, man, Just like you said, like, sometimes you're in the chair, but, sometimes, bro, like, we ask you questions, but, like we don't, like, we don't ask you how you doing, you know? Like, sometimes it's like, bro, like, someone asks me, like, maybe you're in the, like, cutting somewhere, like, bro, ask me how I'm doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why we're here, bro, like, to ask you how you're doing. But that's my personal reason, bro, just to leave something for my children. And, anybody out there that's going through the same thing, bro, didn't have their father in life, is a stepdad, and George, bro. When I met George, I even asked him a question, like, bro, I mean, I just want to ask you some perspective because I have no one to talk to this about. But, bro, like me as a stepdad, and you as someone raising your child, like, how would you feel? And he gave me his answer, bro. But obviously, he's a more mature person. Like, maybe some people out there, like, that's why you have baby drama and stuff like that. But you're gonna receive an amazing experience in this channel, man, because we're just gonna be 100%. Obviously, it's not gonna be. We're not gonna have it. We're in the future. We're gonna try to bring in different people, but for now, guys, like, like, it's just gonna be amazing, man. Like, if you rock with us, man, like, I promise you guys won't regret it. Go for it, Toby.
Personal goal for the channel. Like George said, we're doing it not to get famous. Give also said we're doing it to get famous. I'm kind of like stuck in between. I
mean, you want to get the viewers though.
I'm not like a.
I'm looking at celebrity.
I'm not like a. That's what I'm gonna say. Like I'm not. It's not like I'm not known from where I'm from. Like people know me as a barber. People know me as a father. People know me as the tattooed guy. Especially because I look the way I look, and I'm a parent of 3. So you probably see me on the street and be like, yo, like
Stigmas, bro.
yeah, the
Stigmas.
stigma, you know. And I got one yesterday, but you know, personal goal for the channel would be that there's different types of fathers out there, and hopefully each one of us maybe eventually has an answer for each type of father out there. And again, there's no right or wrong way to be a father. There's no right or wrong way to be a parent. There's no right or wrong way to be a partner. The only thing that you can do is actually be who you are, and you know, don't sugarcoat shit. You know, if you are the way you are, why change it? But if it's like the way you are as a bad person, obviously try to become better. So that's like a goal here, is just trying to become better by still being yourself. You know, so it's okay to be yourself. You know, it's fine. You know, that's what we're here for, is to be ourselves and learn from each other, and you know, experience the shit together, and just share knowledge. But back to that stigma, yeah, I mean, I get it a lot. I get the stigmas a lot. Pretty heavily tattooed, you know. Obviously, my ears are very, very stretched. Typically, I like George. Sometimes I have my hair different colors. So if I get out of the car by myself, I usually get the looks, and then I even get more looks when I pull my kids out.
Yeah, and you know, it's crazy. I actually talked about this the other day, because like I had mentioned on one of my Snapchats, I was like, there's 2 sides to every story. Of course, they may get the bad story, but there's 2 sides to every story.
Yeah.
So I always say never go by the labels, because people tend to focus on the labels.
Sure.
And I always say you got to focus on what you can work on to improve and be better.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you know, stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
So stay true to yourself while improving, and don't attach yourself to labels, because
Sometimes my wife will give me shit about it too, because like, I'll bleach my hair and color it pink, and she'll be like, dude, you're a dad. I'm like,
so what? Like,
So
what?
what?
Dad can't do this?
hey, what are you trying to say?
Hey, D-Wade doing that, bro.
You
You know what I mean?
know,
It's just
and
creativity.
that's one thing I want my kids to experience, man, is like being themselves to
Yeah,
the
man.
fullest. Like, they want to have
Not,
pink
not,
hair.
not necessarily caring about what people say, because like I know like
At the end of the day, you shouldn't. Like,
that was me growing up, bro. Like I had dreadlocks. People would always be like, "Why are you gonna get dreadlocks?" And like they smell. I'm like, no, they don't. Like you just gotta take care of them. Like you gotta know what you gotta do, what you're doing to understand. You know, I had dreadlocks, bro, and I literally did not smell. I literally had some Jamaican mango and lime kind of goo that helped lock them, and bro, that smelled amazing.
Yeah, fire.
Like probably smells better than my hair right now. But the whole idea was that I did that, and I was getting pushback from my peers. This was in high school, and I mean, all of us know at that time, if you get, I guess, pushback from your peers, you go into peer pressure.
Yeah,
you don't
you
want to
kinda
do
get
it. And
influenced.
Sure.
I've never been that kind of person though. Like I was like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like I'm gonna be me. And in the midst of that, I mean, at that time I wasn't as mature as I am now, obviously, right? But looking back as a kid who I was growing up, I never really cared about what anybody had to say about me, because I wanted to just be myself. And now that I'm older, I look at that, I'm like, dude, like I can still be that person, but I can still be also mature. You know, like I don't have to like worry about what you got to say about me, and essentially I can help you feel yourself, and maybe you can be yourself even better. You know, like where you're not like worrying about what other people got to say about how you want to be.
Exactly.
Things like that. I don't know.
yeah, man.
Awesome,
100%.
bro. Hey, man, thank y'all for coming, guys, and we thank y'all for tuning in. Until next one, guys, we out.